You have to look at Hector Herrera within the midfield, though. 15 goal contributions leading this team. It's taken a full calendar year to get the best out of them. You want the scouting report? You look at Aiden Morris and Darlington Nagbe, their relationship on the inside, the aggression of the back three, the press by the front line.
Good to welcome Jaya Marufo back to the field as a referee. Form teams both eyeing third straight league wins and 3 points, which could lift them deep into the playoff conversation and targeting home field advantage.
I believe it was Sunday afternoon they reached a heat index of 111, and that doesn't normally take place in the South Florida weather. Humidity certainly different, but the dry heat, it gets to you.
Here's Dorsey, and he has a go, and Schulte just shifts to his right to make the save. And then the first round of the playoffs for Real will see best of three-legged ties before semi-finals and finals are the one-off games. This is clipped into the penalty area and controlled, and at the second time of asking, Corey Baird is going to put the ball in the net, and Houston into the lead. 5 in his last 7 games in all competitions. Corey Baird's on fire for Houston.
We were discussing previously, Griffin Dorsey, he is onside. It's some kind of move from Griffin Dorsey on the inversion. The understanding that when he brings this back in, that he has the ability, and more importantly, the positive mental thought process that has provided him such great form over this run at outside back. He doesn't attack to the corner, just a little cut back in, and then smart. Zawadzki goes, the line comes high, Baird comes off the back shoulder. The touch is sublime, not the best on the first, but the follow-up, the lead, and absolute quality from the Dynamo here early on. Alex Matan, they've just lost the plot a little bit because Matan is coming to help when either Morris or Nagbe goes, specifically Morris, but they haven't slowed it down to step back in.
Carrasquilla just put it on the outside of his right boot, but straight at Patrick Schulte. Escobar's throw, and a bit of time for Hector Herrera to bring that one down. Here's Escobar again, and he's broken all the way into the box. Escobar, good save, follow up, off the bar from Hector Herrera, and Houston inches away from a second.
With the movement of Dorsey to the right is the advancement on a regular basis by Franco Escobar. But you get him high here. They've got him high a couple of times, and the secondary ball that comes through on the deflection, watch the instep. Little surprised that he took it.
Matan's corner for the Columbus crew. Mikael with a towering header away. And now Bassi brings it away. No foul. And look at the run made by Corey Baird. And Quinones is there with him as well. And here come Houston again. Quinones wide for Houston. Another chance goes begging.
On this one, it looked like it took a touch. And to be fair, there's just a slight obstruction here between both Quinones and Corey Baird. Right down the middle, tried to pick out the ball down into the corner, and that little hesitation slows up the ability for Quinones to pick out Baird.
Patient from Columbus. You could say it's not got enough pace about it to break through these Houston lines. Perhaps they can here with Russell Rowe. It's his shot, and it's over the top of the goal. Now Morris, pressure from behind. This is Matan. Final minute of the first half, Matan with a nice turn, try to set something up for the crew, for Cucho. Russell Rowe is there. And in the end, it's a sharp save.
Jason Russell Rowe, right at the top. He doesn't have the option to pick up Alex Matan as he goes to ground, and just quite cleverly finds the run over the left-hand shoulder, down onto the byline. Credit to Steve Clark, who recognizes the fact that this threat has quickly materialized and is something.
Well, he stands on guard now as the first half comes to a conclusion with this. Columbus corner, which is headed over the top by Cucho Hernandez, arriving. A glorious chance for an equaliser in the second half here at Shell Energy Stadium on the whistle of Jaya Marufo in his 298th MLS game. Here we go. Houston halfway towards an 11th win of the season.
And Amin Bassi off the ball.
Houston have held off on their substitutions for just a moment as we see this deflected and flicked over sharply by Clark. It was a wonderful instinctive touch from Cucho Hernandez. Through.
A run from the far side of the field too, just beautifully done. Like Cucho Hernandez started top of the 18 as he comes on the diagonal. There's not much that you can do here just to redirect, and credit to Steve Clark because as good as the touch is by Cucho,
Here comes the corner, and it doesn't meet the first man. It'll come back to Gressel to deliver again. He went for the near post, and Clark had to be really sharp. He's ended up in the back of his own net, and with an injury, it appears. But he's kept that man Gressel's shot at bay.
Off the post. And great job by Julian Gressel to recognize the fact that all of that space was open. Quite clever. And where exactly did the contact occur for him? Don't mind if you do, young man.
Fine stretch of form, and Aliu, who was named to the team of the match week. The cross blocked. Now, can they break and get their foot on the ball, the home team? Herrera will break. They're onside as well. Schulte's miles out of his goal. Doesn't matter for now, because here comes Aliu all the way towards the penalty area to finish it for Houston. And he's done it!
They had to gamble, the Columbus crew, but watch immediately off the touch. The vision of Hector Herrera on that little half pivot. He knows exactly where the run's going to be coming from. And then plenty of credit given here to Aliu, because he wants to bring it back to the right, but recognizes that the trailing run has cut off the angle. The recovery by Zawadzki, the one-on-one, and the slimmest of angles, but to get it back to the left and then go high as Schulte goes down to the ground. Quite fitting.
Things moving on up for Houston. It's another big win for Ben Olsen's side. Columbus's trouble woes continue. Houston get the win by 2-0.